damage. He gets Schaefer down. He's knocked out himself. Absolutely torn to shreds. Can they get in the ring? Product pulls Voxic out the ship. He's pushing back around. He's going to catch him out in the open and he's going to go down.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds tournaments. Join us every Saturday. Proudly presented by XPULZ.
Good evening and welcome everyone. We are here. We are live. It is Saturday evening, early evening. That means it is time to get in and do some XPULZ first person duels. We've got 3 games back to back coming at you directly, with the winning team being the team obviously that performs best over the course of the 3 games. Clicking the start button now, so we'll get straight in. Hope you've all had a productive week. Hope you had a good week. Hope you're all ready for some high quality first person action, because that's what we're going to bring you the next 2 hours 20 minutes. You'll see 3 games and you'll see quality action all the way through, hopefully. So let's get in now. Let's get into the lobby, and we have clicked start. It is going up to play, so we are getting a lobby up here and now. Whilst we get in, whilst everything starts up and all the processes do what they need to do, let's have a look at who we've got in the game today. So having a quick look at our teams, we've got Team CHX, Team Nordic, a team that has, I think, something like 30 characters in his name that I can't say. So, yes, maybe not on that front. We have Schlag, Gaku, Team Angry Huskies, Zoom falls into here, Notorious and Backer LT. Frag here, so Skinny Pets and Nympho, regulars, you will see them in many of our tournaments in the past. Women team, Flyer Unknown, Lumbermill, 2 Raptors, Washed Up, HS Clothes, Rosa, Soda, NA, VNO, XD, Lockdown Boys, What are we doing here? So a lot of interesting names there. Interesting viewers names there. We will try not to hold it against them too much. Most of the players are in now. As I look around, I see a lot of new faces this week. A lot of places I've not seen before. They were mixed in with a good amount of those that I have seen, to be fair. So I can immediately spot Vaca and Kukuli. Who else can we see? Skinny Pessy, another regular. But yeah, this week we have a lot of new players, so it's exciting to see how these new players perform, how they take to first-person duos tournament action with XPULZ. And while we wait the 18 seconds, I will do the usual bits and bobs that I do at this stage in the proceedings, and I will say please give the channel a follow, XPULZ_gaming. Please give XPULZ_gaming and XPUBG a follow on Twitter, and don't forget to join the Discord, which someone will hopefully spam the link to said Discord in the channel now, and sign up to the XPULZ website if you want to take part in these duos or squad tournaments. And we see, as I just beautifully come to the end of my spiel, that the plane is going to start off at Georgia Pole. Immediately going to get a sort of lower diagonal split, and straight away we get people out straight away. Quite a few teams. So I see Mizzy, Sujman, Notorious, Vaca, Yippee-Ki-Yay, NHFY, regular people who appear in these duo tournaments and squad first-person tournaments. If you watch those, Skinny Pessy and Info as well out of George. So Georgia Pool looks like it was going to be particularly busy, but some people are actually doing a little bit of a bait and switch on us and moving a little bit away from Georgia Pool. The train of people leaving the plane continues all the way down as the plane finishes at Novo, and we can see a few players still just hanging on in there. Probably going to try and take on Novo. Tuojo, another regular, trying to meet up with Kukuli, who's already sort of out and looks like he's landing there to the left of the farm area. Players looking all around them. Rozok might be a busy area. We'll have to see how it goes. Weird enough, seeing as the plane started at Georgia Pool, Sujman and Mizzy have ended up entirely by themselves at South Georgia Pool there. Don't see any damage from anyone yet. Few players actually going for that sneaky military landing as well. The long-range parachutes, as we look up in the air, we can see them coming in. We can see Cloud, Migros, Andrea, Rectu, EGI, Dorp, all coming in now with parachutes. So looks like the EGI, Dorp, and partner are slightly behind Migros and Cloudino. So I'm not sure how that's going to play out. Will that affect the game anyway? Who knows? Possibly they're going to get a much earlier loot than these two players. So Cloudino and Migros getting down straight away. We can see the players landing there, immediately pushing into the office buildings. Dorp and Andrea Rectu actually landing at the on top of the building there. And we see Puda, another player then with a S686 as well. Where he got one knockout. Yappy with a knockout with the car. We see Arky as well in distance there. Yappy then, oh dear, Yappy getting a kill. But then taking a lot of damage. Him and his partner both taking some damage off Clutch. Arky in the in the background there with the S686 as well. But Yappy does pick up that first kill and will then get away. I'm going back to military because we saw a lot of players at military. Puda looks like he's by himself. I don't see Disco. Actually, Disco Wolf there in the background. So we have 3 separate teams at military right now. Mig Rots with the SK12 in the distance there. EGI Dorp with the Mini. Andrea Rectu with the UMP. Puda with the AKM and UMP combo. Just having a look out of these windows, seeing if you can see anything in particular. You'll be aware he's not alone in this area. Got that tier 3 helmet, got that AKM already, and the SKS. Tier 2 backpack. So Puda feeling pretty good about life right now. He's come to military. He's got that real nice military loot that you want to be getting. We see Dorp having a look around. Dorp still lacking a helmet. Does have the tier 3 backpack though, so that's quite nice for looting military. But I think Dorp, Rectu, and Puda are going to end up fighting very soon. Erica's ass in the fight with Notorious, knocking Notorious out with the punch. Actually, Erica's ass actually killing Notorious with the punch there. So Notorious being taken down immediately at the start of the game, meaning that his partner Vakar LT now is by himself. Vakar LT moving out with that pump shotgun. Moves out into the open. We've got pump shotgun against Uzi at close quarters. Vakar knows roughly where his partner died. He's moving up onto Erica's ass now, who's at the top of this building. Vakar doing some neat little bunny hops there. Here's the player above him. Will hear the player upstairs. Is going to move upstairs. Try and get the revenge knockdown. Does get the revenge knockdown on Erica's ass. And then the follow-up kill. So Vakar LT equalizes out on the loss of his teammate there. There is one more player. And while that's happening, we can see some shots then happening at military. In fact, Disco Wolf very, very low from the 2 players in the building then. I think Disco Wolf's partner, actually, while we were looking, Puda actually went down already. So Puda's gone down already. Disco Wolf taking some damage. Dorp and Andrea Rectu giving their position away, and we see Migros and Cloud in the distance. They're moving around to maybe try and get some sort of flank action going here. Let's have a look at Migros's view and see what he can see. Migros has that tier 1 helmet. His partner tier 1. They're both rocking tier 1 helmets. We've got M4 and SK12 at this point. Dorp and Rectu in front of them. Actually, no, Puda's still alive. Ignore me. I was wrong on the... reports of Puda's death have been erroneous. Puda is still alive. So we still have 3 teams intact at military. We see Migros coming in now. Always, he's going to will have heard that door. Looking in through the window there, seeing if he can see anything. He sees the open door, sees the closed one there. Must know these players are close at this point. Migros moving all the way around. Dorp and Andrea Rectu, we're hearing these footsteps outside the building. A lot of jumping happening. Migros jumping a lot. I don't know if there's... If I went to sleep and missed a new meta or something, but there's a lot of players jumping around, bunny hopping, or trying to. Some sort of little neat jumps. Migros opens this door. He's quite far away from the 2 players despite having that SK12. He moves in. He's going to take a lot of damage and a huge amount of shots immediately come into his position. So the Scar and UMP shots, while this is happening, Puda and Disco Wolf positioning themselves. Migros still looking around. Oh, he's going to see Dorp. Dorp actually sees him first. Dorp with a knockdown. Dorp immediately knocks down Migros. Rectu, Andrea Rectu in the background there, covering the back. While Dorp goes to work at the front there. Cloud actually doing some damage, taking a bit of health off Dorp. Disco Wolf and Puda in the background moving around while Dorp trades with Cloudino. I think it's Cloudino. Grenade comes in. Good-ish grenade, just bounces a little bit. Oh no, Cloudino's out in the open. Disco Wolf and Puda are out there now as well. So Cloudino's now in a pinch. What's he going to do? What is he going to do? He tries to do something, doesn't manage to get anything done, and Dorp does pick up the kill. Puda then in the interim moves into the building, takes a huge amount of damage. Obviously, because Andrea Recchi was looking in that other direction with the UMP for the entire time. So while Dorp was doing work at the back, we had Andrea in the building. Oh, Dorp's out in the open. Dorp is out in the open and gets knocked out by the Mini. 2 shots from Disco Wolf on Dorp immediately. Huda moving inside the building. Oh, he does get the kill. So 2 regulars to our tournaments. Dorp and Andrea Recchi going down early. And in fact, the battle of the military comes down to Puda and Disco Wolf walking out of here with the kills and with the loot as well. So military now belongs to Disco Wolf and Puda. They played it slow and yeah, they've taken it over now. Kukuli we see getting knocked down by Cats, and we can't get into his vision though for some reason because the game hates me. Let's have a look. Cats in there. Got that car. Kukuli knocked down. We'll get the res probably from Tuojo, who's moving in now. Katzen solo by himself. Not sure if he's lost his partner. Not sure what's going on, but Katzen by himself got that 8x. I think he had the 8x on that KAR. Gets a nice knockdown with it. Kukuli has been rezzed by Tuojo, so if we get into Kukuli's vision a second, we can have a look and see what Kukuli's rocking. He's lost his helmet, so that was a nice headshot knockdown. Nice little bonus to get him with the helmet. Katzen with that 8x car going to keep up the pressure. Tuojo doesn't really want to be stepping outside here. His partner's just got back up. Looks like maybe he's got some lag. Maybe we've got some lag. I'm not sure. Something seems a little bit janky there, though, but bear with us. It'll clear up, I'm sure. Katzen doing a 1v2 siege here. Kukuli is bandage healing inside the building. We can just see his health slowly creeping up. Doesn't look like he's got any first aids or maybe some meds. Oh, stands in the window again. Katzen just misses that shot though. Look at the impact behind the door. A bit like that scene in Pulp Fiction. I'm referencing something that many of you might not have even seen at this point. Oh, Kukuli gets knocked down again. He had the smallest little peek around that corner. But he peeked around that corner without a helmet, so he's getting rezzed again. That means Kukuli's on 2 knockdowns so far. 2 knockdowns. He was already bandage healing before. He's now going to be in a real situation, depending on how many bandages he actually has. Tuojo, his partner, does get the res off, is then scanning around. Looks like Katzen deciding that he's done enough damage at this point, and Katzen then is moving away. Katzen has got that 8x KAR still out. Actually, no, he's repositioning. I thought he was moving away from this fight. He's actually he's keeping up this 2v1 siege. So we can see Tuojo and Kukuli in the building. Kukuli lost his helmet, has been knocked down twice. Tuojo has not been knocked down at all yet, but Katzen's greedy. He wants that double kill. He wants those 2 players down. Kukuli again out in the open. Katzen takes a second, maybe a second too long. Doesn't get the knockdown of Kukuli, but Kukuli knows now where he is, I'm pretty sure. Kukuli playing with fire at this point. He's been knocked down twice. A third knockdown. He's gonna be that even quicker. And look at Tuojo again. Both these players playing with fire. They're sticking their heads up into those windows. Such an easy headshot. Such an easy knockdown for Katzen. He's already shown he's capable of getting those good long-range knockdowns. Not entirely sure he wants to be playing with fire like this, or they both do. They need to come up with something, but again, so we see Kukuli and Tuojo in the background there, jumping out of the building. Kukuli still no helmet. Car being started for them now. Katzen, here's the car. Can't see it though. Looks like we've got a UAZ going to drive past Katzen. He does have an M4. He can follow up here if he needs to. Sees the player. Gonna go. Oh, gets a really nice shot on Kukuli there. Whoa, nice moving shot there with that KAR. Katzen making stuff happen with that car. Kukuli and Tuojo are moving around, going to go for those buildings. And I think Katzen's going to try and keep the siege up here. We'll probably try and have a look at something else, depending on what happens here. It's just an interesting little engagement at the start here. Solo player at this point, sieging up on the duos and causing them all sorts of problems as well. Katzen is causing all sorts of issues for Kukuli and Tuojo here. And in the background, we can see Ultra Zombie has been knocked out just over the other side of this bridge. Let's go and have a look at Ultra Zombie's POV. Ultra Zombie and his teammate taking a lot of damage there, trying to trade. They go down to Cavelli and Tankia. Katzen gets another knockdown while this is happening. Tuojo's been knocked down. Kukuli's got no helmet. Oh, there's so much pressure on Kukuli and Tuojo right now. Katzen moving up. Pushing hard, pushing really hard right now. There is a lot of pressure on these 2 guys. They're going to get the res off. I believe they're going to get the res off. It looks like it's going to land. But neither player, I don't think, has any head armor right now. Katzen, this is so rare. You just don't see players pushing as hard as Katzen is right now in 2v1 situations. Look at the repositioning as well. He has kept them on their toes the entire time. He has not stayed still for a single second in this game. He's moved constantly. Now he's gone underwater to confuse them again, so they're scanning all around him. Look, they're looking in the wrong direction right now if we look at them. Actually, no, saying that, I think Kukuli's looking in the right direction. He actually knows where Katzen is. He's obviously seeing the trail in the water. Unfortunately, guys, this is a bug that's been in the game for a couple of months now, where if you spectate someone in the water, you have to wait for them to clear the water before you get out of there. Vakar LT then clearing up XPULZ. We saw that fight earlier on. Vakar LT's partner went down. Vakar LT revenge, and now has got the full revenge by wiping that entire duo team out. Kukuli and Tuojo just in the ring. Katzen as well. What's Kukuli's left Tuojo behind here? Katzen needs to get out of this. I don't know if Tuojo actually said, you know, go ahead and I'll stay here, and they're going to try and pinch this player between them, but Katzen is not in a great position. I think Kukuli knows exactly where he is now. So Katzen's done a lot of work to these two players, but I feel like he might well have put himself into a situation by going for that water. I think he was going for the water to try and get a good position, but yep, Kukuli going to go fishing with a grenade right now. He gets the good action on it. Not quite though, not quite. Knows exactly where Katzen is. You can see the spray as Katzen swims around. Sees his head popping above there. Katzen now knows he's in amongst it. What's he going to do? What's the play here? Obviously, you can't return fire from the water. He's outside the ring as well, so he's going to start taking some serious damage. Because the ring is not something that messes around anymore. He's diving up and down. Underneath the water, you can't take any damage. He does have to surface though for air. Let's get into Katzen's view. He's having a look at these two players. He's inside the ring now. Unfortunately, I've got into a swimming player's POV again, so we've got the same bug yet again. I am afraid, guys and girls. Let's get out. Oh, Katzen takes a big volley from Kukuli there. Kukuli got 4 rounds left in his M16. He just reloads now, so it's not the only round he had. Katzen taking a lot of damage. He did so much damage to these two players. I don't think they're going to leave him alone. He has no health to work with. He pops up to try and get some air, and Kukuli and Tuojo finally clean up that player and probably breathe a sigh of relief as both of them rub their helmetless heads. Thanks to the Katzen. But Katzen did a noble effort there at a 2v1, but in the end ends up dying. We see Kavalny, Vevi and Tanky just taking a position there. Let's have a look at... oh, there's a lot of action going on here at Rozhok. And Zati, very low in the building. Chessie, his partner, in the building. Laker and Nistra outside. 2 SMGs inside the building. Arky getting a double kill in the background somewhere else while we're looking at this. Arky picking up that double. A lot of shots at the top. Let's have a look up in the north. Skinny Pessy trading. Come on game. Come on game. Let me out of the fixed camera. Let's have a look. Skinny Pessy by himself. Looks like his teammate has gone down. No, he's with Nympho. He's with Nympho. He's shooting at the wrong window. Alexandros is in the top there with the M16. Nympho 22. Kind of low health. All these players are kind of low health, but they're outside the ring right now. Alexandros moves up into the window at the right time, gets the knockdown. We see Nympho moving up and around. Nympho needs to move down. Oh no, Nympho's actually lost his partner. Skinny Pessy went down during that exchange. Nympho moving in so very slowly. Alexandros knows he's there though, even so. He picks up the Uzi. He's got Uzi UMP at close range. Alexandros energy drinks up to get a bit more health. Alexandros should really win this. Does win this, does pick up the 2 kills there. Is very low health though, is quite far outside the ring. Is he going to be able to get to the ring? I don't even know. I don't think there's any transport here for him. He's won this small little battle, but I'm not sure what he's going to do long term in the war here. It's not a good look for him. Let's look at Mizzy's POV. Mizzy has got that Mini with the 4X on it. Kay's and his partner KAR with the ACOG 4X on it as well. Sujman, wait a minute, that's not Mizzy. That's not Mizzy, that's Sleazy Cheese. Mizzy's over here. Oh, the game. The game got me once again. Bear me 1 second, guys. Mizzy, Sujman, trying to take some time. Chessie getting knocked out by Nestra. I thought Chessie and Nestra was on the same team. Let's have a look at this. Laker moving in, Laker getting the knockdown on both of them actually. So the Laker and Nestra getting the double kill there on those 2 players with the SMGs inside the building. So they've gone down now. Rustama with that SKS inside the building. No, actually no, moves to the M4. Building taking some shots. Shujman and Mizzy, despite being low health and obviously not many meds, Still taking shots at Rustamar and Kobo. Mizzy got that 8x on the M16. No, not a bad combo. 8x M16, you know. Mizzy's biggest problem is that Mizzy has no head armor and no chest armor. And as we just saw there, a non-chest armor shot does hurt quite a lot from an SKS. Yippee-ki-yay, NHFY behind these two teams. Rustamar, Kobo, they're all quite happy in the buildings they're in right now. Bam, let's see. And his partner doing some serious damage to Domex and Quello at the bottom here. Francis and Bam Messi. Francis with that red dot sight on his KAR. Domex and Quilix at the bottom here. Both of them took some time to heal up. Got a mini, got an M16 on the both players. Moving up and around with that mini in hand. Taking a bit of damage there. Domex getting some nice shots onto Francis there. Francis immediately ducking down to get some cover. Bam SE. Just toying with Dornex. Sorry, Dornex, not Domex. Dornex. And while that's happening, Dornex taking a shot from somewhere else, I think. It could be Kaizen in the background there. I'm not entirely sure, but Uelix moving up and over the top. Gets his AKM out. I think he might be leaving his partner there. He's moving out of line of sight of Francis and Bam in this building, so... He's trying to have a look at the back window. Sees Bam there and takes some shots. A little bit too slow with those shots, though. Not really doing any AX stem with the double kills. Kakuli and Tuojo next to him. AX stem and Comedy. And he's doing Comedy with that M14. 4X on it. Tier 3 helmet. Nice little bit of loot for Comedy. He's probably quite happy with that. Gets a drop loot. Tuojo and Kakuli have been up against it all game. And still no helmet for either player from those earlier exchanges. So neither player has a helmet. It's nothing. No helmets at all for these two players. Kakuli having a look. Sees Comedy. Can see the gun poking. Kakuli can. He can see the gun poking. Oh, what a lovely, lovely, lovely knockdown from Kakuli there. He was patient. He took his time. Is he following up now with the grenade? He is. He's got the molly, I think, in hand. He is. The molly comes straight in through the top of the building here. We've got one knockdown player inside. We've got two players without helmets. They're coming in. The Molotov wasn't right where he wants it, but he has pushed him into a particular position. They get rezzed immediately. Kakuli peeking down the corner. Kakuli getting a lot of damage from AX Dem. He has to back off. Oh no. Moves around again. Tuojo now tries to peek around with that scar. We hear a car in the distance as we watch this fight. Tuojo trying to push. Comedy and AX Dem actually quite healthy. Tuojo and Kakuli not. Kakuli gets knocked down. The grenade comes in on Tuojo. Kakuli gets killed. Tuojo backing away now. Comedy and AX Dem putting a real rear guard effort up here to stop these players making any further inroads. Tuojo backing away, still respecting the fact that he has no helmet and now no partner for a res. While this is happening, I can hear a car. Yeah, we see Disco Wolf and his partner moving past. Tuojo just getting out and taking a knee a second there. He just lost his partner. In the distance, we see Renat 4 getting knocked down by Rustamar and Koho in the building. Mizzy killing Vakar LT. Vakar LT surviving by himself for a while there, but in the end gets killed by Mizzy, trying to get past Mizzy and Sujman, who have moved a little bit further down into the compound. Shots coming out there, and Renat K4 goes down. Cavali and Puda are winners of the military fight, both with cars each. Cavali's looks like he's lost a tire there on his Jeep. Goes spinning out, immediately ditches his Jeep. Oh no, he's got Mizzy and Sujman to his right. He's got the players in the building to the left of him, based on the direction I am looking at him. Cavali just about survives. Somehow his partner's gone quite far. He didn't slow down in that UAZ. He kept going. Disco Wolf is far away from now. Cavali's all by himself. He's got Mizzy and Sujman right next to him. He's still got Rustamar and Koho in that building behind as well. So Cavali will heal himself up. I'm not so sure Sujman and Mizzy know exactly where he is, but they're going to make some efforts to try something at least. Grenade is palmed by Mizzy. Bounces off the side. They think Cavali's outside the building by the looks of it. Shots still coming in from Rustamar over there. So it's going to keep Sujman and Mizzy quite limited in options. They can't move this way because they'll be right in the line of sight there. Cavali potentially taking some shots there at Mizzy and Sujman. So now they know where Cavali is. Cavali takes some more shots, gets Mizzy really low, follows up with a grenade. We immediately see him go straight to the grenade. The grenade comes out. The grenade bounces off the window frame and quite safely bounces off and away from Mizzy. So Mizzy survives, gets his full heal off. Looks like use the med kit there. Sujman and Mizzy in the building together, moving around. We can hear Kaizen. 25 taking some shots at Francis and teammate. Francis and his teammate quite low there. Sujman and Mizzy jumping in the car themselves. Francis and his teammate could be making a big blunder here. Bam and Francis could be making a blunder. They're going to go right past Kowo and Rustamer. Kowo and Rustamer who've picked up so many kills. Francis gets knocked out and the car gets blown up. And Rustamer and Kowo picking up some kills there. Onto 3 kills for the team. Sujman moves out into the open. Sujman gets knocked down by Caveli. Caveli there getting the knockdown of Sujman. Wow, what a knockdown with a red dot sight there. Rustamer and Kowo need to move out of the building now. They will have to go very, very soon. Kaysen 25, Sleazy Cheese still going. They're right on the edge of the ring right now, though, and they have a long way to go. Mizzy mourning the loss of his partner, but not dwelling on it, moving up and through. We see Disco Wolf and Puda just over the top of this hill where Mizzy is going. Caveli got that VSS as well. Caveli and Tank it 3. Clutch being knocked down. Clutch very low. Clutch might well go down here. Clutch does in fact go down here. Arky trying to trade. Arky decides the best thing he can do is get inside the building here. Got that mini. But he's 1 minute 16. He has to move. Orton Krieger is out there with that AWM. Got the Scar as well. So he's been getting those drops as well. Orton Krieger moving out to maybe check out the loot from Arky's partner. I'm not entirely sure. He is moving down now. His partner Talks moving up with him. Grenade coming out. Interesting grenade. Nope. Nope. Doesn't chuck the grenade. Gets the M4 back out. So Arky for the moment is safe. Grenade comes out. Not sure where that grenade's really going. Seems like he was going, what, the bottom building there? Oh, they think he's actually in the shed rather than actually in the main building. So they were just clearing out the shed. He's not there. Arky's actually in the top of the building. 32 seconds till the ring comes in. All these players have to move right now. In the distance, we can see Hellpanda with a KAR looking directly this way. So Talks and Orton have to be concerned about that. We see Hellpanda just looking, I believe, this way. Occasionally, they get in the car. Going for the UAZ plate. UAZ's and Dacia's kind of like a death sentence this stage of the game, but will they get away with it? Hellpanda gets the M4 out. Here's the car. He's not quite quick enough. Some shots bounce off the chassis of the car. Not really enough there, but they're moving in a direction where there's players all around them right now. If they stop here, they got Monk right next to them. They're not. They're going. They're motoring still. Getting just about away with it. Oh, both players are very, very low, though. Both players took a big volley of shots, I think, from Monk as they went past him, but they will survive for now. There's no one else really there to contest him. And in the background, we see Awez and Ninja. And Ninja getting knocked down. Awez is trying to get the res off. I think his partner got knocked out by Monk, potentially. Ninja there in the building. A lot of cover. There's a car right next to him, so he will get the res off in that interim. CZ Cheese at the bottom of that hill. Knocked down. Rustamer and Kowo go down to Caveli. Caveli fights his way back and gets Rustamer and Kowo down after they took out his Jeep and got him really, really low. Puda in the background gets knocked out. And Puda gets wiped out by Angry Husky, gets stuck between Husky, Radis, and his teammate there. While this is happening, we can just hear shots all around. We're at that stage of the game, guys. The ring is small and there's many players alive. Mizzy getting the knockdown. Mizzy from the building with that 4X, AKM, and actually got a M4 as well. Radis trying to get the heal on his teammate, Bob, who gets knocked down. Radis taking some shots. Radis taking more shots. Radis goes down to Leica in the end. Leica on this hill with those nice crisp M16 shots from Leica. Leica not noticing the fact though that he's got Yafi and Sloyer behind him. He was shooting in the other direction. These two players could cause some real damage here. They must know where they are. They see them. They're just not taking any shots. Sloyer and his teammate being really, really slow here. Very stealthy, hiding in the bushes, just not taking any shots. See both the players in front of them, just still holding on to those shots, not taking them yet. How much time do they need? Yafi, again, look, he's just waiting for them to stop right now. I'm pretty sure he's just waiting to make that AWM shot count. He wants the one tap with it. He wants that one tap headshot. So Yafi just slowly, just holding his ground, waiting for Leica to slow down. But Leica's movement is good. Leica is consistently moving. He's ducking. He's going left to left. He's consistently keeping himself active moving. Yafi has actually been dissuaded from taking that AWM shot because both players, look at them, they're ducking, they're moving left to left, they're keeping their movement interesting and difficult to predict. So Yaffe trying to track them both, but just, it's so close. As soon as he takes that shot with the AWM, unless he gets a knockdown, he himself is going to instantly get killed. Two ARs at this sort of range. So Yaffe is doing the sensible thing. He's taking it slow. He's waiting on those players. They were just trading off some ammo. That might have been the chance, but Yaffe still didn't do it. Like, he's slow. He's just... Oh, he's using that movement, that side-to-side body movement as he's there. Just that side-to-side matrix. Oh, he's stopped now. And Yaffe goes for it. He took his opportunity. He waited. There was so much patience there. Nishta moving around now. Nishta doesn't know what's going on. Nishta's going to go down. Yaffe picks up the double. The patience. The absolute duck hunting patience from Yaffe and Sloyer there. I could not be that patient. I could not do that. I couldn't wait for that perfect opportunity. And we see Lassam MT getting knocked down and Rez in the background. Mizzy still going. Always and Ninja moving up and over the top of where Yaffe and his teammate are. So they might immediately be into another fight here. We see Always and his teammate. Ninja, I believe. Is it Ninja? Yep, Ninja moving up and over the top of this ridge. Yaffe and Sloyer actually, I think, going for the... Oh, we hear some sort of transport. Oh yeah, Alexandros there in the car. Alexandros getting instantly wrecked, and at the same time, Arky going down. Yaffe on top again. Yaffe with more kills. Yaffe on 6 kills now. Sometimes there's a time for patience. Sometimes you just need to get in there and kill people. And Yaffe showing that he can do both things if he needs to. We see Torx in front there. Has Torx himself got an AWM? We've got 2 AWMs out on the map at the same time. That's incredible. Monk killed Dagny, so we're down to 9 players. Husky and Sloku, Yaffe and Sloyer. Monk up at the top there. Kovalevi and Tankit as well. Kovalevi and Tankit taking some shots at Monk. They know where Monk is. They're trying to take some shots at him. Torx knocked out Cavali. Torx with that AWM shot and gets the 1-shot knockdown there. Cavali is downed. Tankit needs to move back and res his partner. His partner is lacking a head armor at the moment, which is where the AWM shot landed by the looks of it. Tanky 3? Tanky? I don't know. I'm trying to work out that name. We'll get there in the end. Torx knows where these 2 players are. Got that 4x. Waiting on someone to reveal themselves. Cavalevi being rezzed. Tackit 3. Both behind the same tree. There's an AWM pointed directly at that tree as well. They do have the KAR. They're trying to peek and get a shot. Little bit behind the target. It wasn't quite leading where it needed to be. Cavali is going to get away with that. At the moment, does get away with it. Tackit, his partner, moving down. Looks like Torx. He's just stuck in that area where he just doesn't know what target to go for. There's so many targets, he doesn't know which one to go for. He himself has no helmet, and he's by himself. And Sloyer moving up and over the top of Torx. He doesn't see him because of where he's currently lying down, but Sloyer will move up behind him. I don't know how good Torx's headphones are, but unless they're really, really good, Sloyer's going to get the drop on him here. Sloyer knows where he is. He's moving all around this area. He must have heard the shots or seen something. He pokes over the top. He's seen the player, but he has seen him, but he hasn't reacted. Oh, Sloyer almost goes down because of how slow he reacted to seeing the player. Yaffe, his teammate, it's patient teammate, but Yaffe and Sloyer on 8 kills for this round. Cavali on 6 himself. Mizzy has held these buildings and they've landed at the banana buildings. Mizzy has dragged his team into a top, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, top 4 position at the moment. Husky and his teammate are in the same building, or just outside the same building that Mizzy's in. So Mizzy's inside the building, Soloku, Angry Husky outside, Tankit, Cavali. All these sniper rifles are going to become irrelevant fairly shortly. Oh, I don't know. We're going to be out in the open. We're not actually finishing in the houses. I thought we might. What's going to become relevant very soon are the houses. The houses have 45 seconds left. The houses have 39 seconds left. Husky, Sloku outside the building. Mizzy inside. Yaffe are man of patience inside. Some shots coming in. Not sure on who. Angry Husky looking around. Yaffe moving up and over the top here. Sees Husky outside. Oh, but Mizzy gets the knockdown. Mizzy ends up protecting Husky and Sloku without knowing about it, but then moves outside the building and instantly gets killed by Cavali. Yaffe knocked down on the outside of the ring now. Husky knocked down as well. Sloku is in all sorts of trouble. Tankit is very low. Sloyer with that AWM now himself as well. So Slayer and Yaffe both have AWM. So Yaffe is probably not going to get to use his AWM again in this game. Cavali, Angry Husky, is going to get rezzed by his teammate. Does get rezzed. Just as the ring comes in, gets the grenade out. Is going to go for the Hail Mary grenade. Cavali's going to come around here and get the kill, most probably on Sloku. Oh, he moves away just in time. He does. We can see the players all moving around. Husky comes around, gets knocked down. Sloku with the grenade. Is it a good grenade? It might have been a little bit too long. Yeah, the fuse is too long. Sloku moving around here. Sloku knocking down Tank. It's Sloku on Cavali. Cavali outside. Cavali's outside the ring. Cavali's outside the ring. Oh, he's just about. No, he's still outside. Is he? Is he? Yaffe gets rezzed. Oh, wow. The patient men. Again, Yaffe didn't panic. He just crawled and crawled and crawled the entire time. He didn't panic. Slayer with the grenade. Is it a good grenade? Oh, it's a little bit long. I think he might be out of grenades now. Yaffe then chucking in, I think, the stun grenade. Guess the frag in. Lots of frags for Yaffe, but they're all a bit long. They're all a little bit long. They're all over this building, but they're just not great grenades from Yaffe. 4 grenades could have finished the game off. Yaffe then just getting his gun out and slowing it down. Tanky is down. Cavali now 1v2. Sawyer in a really good position with his AWM. We can see Cavali in the building. Chucks out the smokes. Last sort of chance for him right now. Oh no, Slayer drops to his belly just about. Has got the AWM, is pointing directly at that doorway. Just needs the one shot. Unfortunately, there's so much smoke, it's making it quite difficult for him. But in the end, Yaffe picking up that final kill. Yaffe then moving on to 9 kills, 10 kills, and a win for Yaffe and Slayer. Koval Evi and Tanky in second place with 9 kills. Husky and Soliku in third with 2. Mizzy and Sujman in fourth with 2. Krieger and Talks in 5th with 1. Monk and his partner in 6th with 1. Dagnir and Glohar in 7th with 1 kill. Fraser and James Orr in 8th with 3 kills. Awez and Ninja in 9th with the 4 kills. And Arky and Clutch in 10th with the 2. So that's your top 10 players from round 1, guys. We are going to take a break of about 5 minutes, maybe 6 minutes. So go get a drink, stretch your legs, maybe interact with a loved one or something along those lines. And we'll be back with you in about 5 to 7 minutes to bring you round 2. So stick with us. Enjoy some music, and we'll be back very soon, guys and girls. He gets Schaefer down. He's knocked out himself. Absolutely torn to shreds. Can they get in the ring? Product pulls Voxic out the shit. He's pushing back around. He's going to catch him out in the open and he's going to go down.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds tournaments. Join us every Saturday. Proudly presented by XPULZ.
And welcome back, everyone. We are now going into round 2. I hope you enjoyed round 1. We had our first place team finishing on 10 kills. Our second place team picking up the 9 kills there. Let's see if they can repeat. Let's see if they can deal with the struggles of starting all over again from scratch and the loot and the back and forth and everything else. Game is starting now. Lobby is coming back up. We'll be into the game very, very shortly. As I say, between every game at the start of the stream, make sure you drop the XPULZ_gaming Twitch channel a follow. Make sure you give XPULZ_gaming a follow on Twitter. Make sure you give XPUBG a follow on Twitter as well. Join the Discord. Hopefully somebody will spam all of these links into chat. And then if you want to take part in these tournaments, get yourselves registered to the XPULZ website where you can form your own duos or squads teams. And when these tournament games are opened up, you can sign yourself and get your team in there. While there are some invites for some teams, they are pretty much first come, first serve for these games. So if you want to take part in some tournament-based games with XPULZ, you can. Just look out for the games once you're signed up. They get released, I believe, on a Wednesday. I'm gonna go over to military. So we've done the pimping. I think that's all the pimping we need to do done. Done. Into round 2 then. Of 3 now. There's some interesting play in the first game. A lot of players were quite keen to go all out for kills. So hopefully we'll see similar in this game. We had action all the way through the game. It wasn't really as sometimes you can get with tournament games. They were not really slow games. People weren't really playing it out for slowly for mid game. They were trying to go all out from the start. So hopefully we'll get the same again. This game makes it interesting to watch. Hopefully more interesting for you guys at home to watch as well. You don't mind me, I'm just going around the world. They did put some nice little hotkeys in for us, which are quite useful. So they gave the observers hotkeys that puts us in this position over the towns, which is quite a nice little thing, I'll say. You know, without constantly making change to observer, your opinions are as valid as anyone else's as to how well you think they're progressing with the changes they've made to observer. But they are making a lot of changes to it, so there are general improvements. Anyway, we're gonna have a look now. Where are we starting again? So we had a Georgia pool start down to Novo last time. Now we're getting a Novo start to Georgia pool this game. I wonder if that changes people's thoughts in any way. Will we get a lot of people going military? Because we're going to skirt around military, so we might get a lot of people going towards military. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell what will happen, but immediately we see Pessy and Nympho moving down towards Novo. Disco Wolf, Puda, Fraser, Jameser, Dorp, and Andrea Rectu going military. So Andrea Rectu and Dorp went to military last game. Same thing, they went to military last game as well. And we will see if that works out for them or not. Sorry guys, just having a look at some. Right, so we've got players landing already. We've got at least 2 teams here. Tuojo, I'm not sure if his teammate has Kukuli. Is Kukuli in the game? Did he not load in? This has been happening to quite a lot of players recently. It's an unfortunate thing, but the game is still early access, so players sometimes do not travel. I would always suggest when you're in lobby, you make sure you do not, for any circumstances, tab out, because it seems like the majority of people that get affected by this are the ones that tabbed out. So Puda getting a kill there on James immediately at the start of the game at military. I think Puda might have lost his teammate. No, Disco Wolf is still alive. We see Dorp and Andrew Rectu, the other side of military. Fraser, who just lost his teammate in that radio tower, having a quick scoot around for any more loot he can get. He has got Wolf and Puda in front of him. The other side of military, he's got Dorp and Andrew Rectu. So he's got problems, but the game's going to end at military. Let's get over here. I see a player at least. Dobin Reku. So Dob Ren Kyu. Inside the building. Why Team Monk moving inside now with the Scar? We've got Scar against Mini. But Dob has no health to work with at all. Like 0 HP to work with. Why Team Monk moving around? Trying to find something there. Oh, see Dob in the window there. I guess he immediately kills him with one shot from the Scar. And we'll get that loot and have those 2 buildings to himself. I see Renat's his partner is at the houses a little bit further away. Both these players in not a bad position. Brosi knocked down. Tuojo going ham. I think Tuojo is by himself, but it's not stopping being aggressive, and he picks up the double kill by himself at the south side of military. Disco Wolf knocked down. Why didn't you take me to Disco Wolf game? Disco Wolf is knocked down, getting res from Puda. Looks like he peeked around the corner at that the lone player. The lone player looks like he's died in the firefight, but Disco Wolf has been res by Puda. We see Andrew Rectu and Dorp in the background. Andrew Rectu drops down. Have a look at see what other damage is going on. Talks and Lassamet doing some damage to each other, or trying to do some long range shots to each other at least. What else can we see? A few players. Wow, there's a lot of damage. A lot of damage going on at Saverni at the north here. So we get to Falex's vision with Katzen. They're very, very north in Saverni. They've got Rustimer and Ko next to them. Rustimer and Ko picking up a lot of kills last game. Katzen and Falex have a slight problem in that they're both running. Well, actually, wait a minute. I was going to say they're both running shotgun SMG, but then Rustimer and Koa were shotgun SMG as well. Though Rustimer has now moved on to an AKM. Koa with that shotgun UMP combo moving through the Saverni. Right towards Katzen and his partner. Got the silencer on that UMP as well. Not that useful an attachment for an SMG, but better than nothing, I suppose. Rustimer having a little peek on top, trying to see if you can see any of these players moving around the compound itself. Not. Katzen and his partner being quite careful with where they move. We just saw Falex there, but we know where Falex is, and Rustimer probably doesn't know that, to be honest with you. We've got a little bit of lag. Falex then jumped out the window. Rustimer not seeing him now. It looks like Falex is actually lagging, I think, a bit. Maybe he's got a bit of lag. I'm not entirely sure. It does look like he sort of lagged out of the window there and then lagged into the building. Rustimer obviously missed him during that. Lying down there. We got Puda knocked down south by Andrew Rectu. So Andrew Rectu trading with Puda. Andrew Rectu actually gets Puda killed. Andrew Rectu and partner went down to Puda and Disco Wolf in this exact position last game. So this is a replay of last game, except now Disco Wolf has lost his partner Puda already. Dorp moving up and around. And we are getting some spectator-based lag here, guys. So this fight could be over in a few seconds. It's hard to tell. We are getting a little bit of lag ourselves from the spectator. Disco Wolf getting a knockdown on Dorp. Disco Wolf has now equalized it out 1v1, using the medkit there to get himself back up while Dorp gets res by Andrew Rectu. Again, a replay of game one, exact replay of game one, except Puda's down this time. So Wolf moving out into the open there. Does go out into the open, takes some shots. Again, excuse the lag. We are getting a little bit of lag here. Dorp now with no health, trying to trade against Wolf. Wolf moving up and around, trying to get the flank onto Dorp. Dorp desperate trying to get away. Will lose his partner. Does lose his partner. We're now in a 1v1 situation. Disco Wolf is healing up. Dorp has just fully healed. So both players fully healed. Disco Wolf against Dorp now. Dorp immediately gets the shots on. Disco Wolf returns fire. Disco Wolf gets the kill. And Disco Wolf loses Puda this time, but the same result as last time. Both Angela Rectu and EGI Dorp going down at military early on, taking those early fights and going down, unfortunately for them. But Disco Wolf not in the position he was last game because he just lost his partner to that. So we're about 4 minutes, 5 minutes into the game maybe at this stage, and we've lost about 10 players so far. There's a huge firefight going on down here with Francis trading with Gotha and Dagner. Normally in this situation I would try and restart my client with this sort of lag. If I restart my client, I'm able to reconnect to the game, guys, and I have to be here to be able to get you the score. So Dagner gets knocked down by Bam. I'm not sure if this server is actually lagging quite badly now or not. It does seem to be lagging really terribly. Let me just check in with our... let me just check in, guys. I'm just going to have to tab a second and check and see... what's going on here. I'm going to check in with our admin team. I'm just doing a check to see if the server's lagging for me, for everyone, whether we should persevere and let it clear up, if it's just the spectator. Because if it's just me and the spectator, then we can deal with it for a few minutes, guys, until it gets a bit better and clears up. It will generally clear up, but I'm just checking there's not everybody in the server. Obviously, everybody who's in the server will say that I'm lagging. Oh, please restart. It looks like it might clear it up a little bit now. Chess looking kind of lag-free as he runs around there, potentially. Or is he? Or is he? Or was I calling that a little bit early? Just like having a peek around this corner. Must know Kaizen is there. I must have seen something from Kaizen and Sleazy Cheese. Kaizen and Sleazy Cheese inside this building looting. I don't think they're aware that there's a player outside at all. We are still lagging. I've just asked in the admin channel now. I can get any sort of confirmation as to whether it's just me. Because sometimes, guys, spectator mode can indeed lag. And the game itself is fine. It's a bit of an oddity. Again, early access. These things do happen. Unfortunately, the ability to rejoin games has gone away for some reason. For a spectator, you used to be able to rejoin so I could restart the client and we could get back in. But as it stands right now, I can't. They've made some changes. I don't know what's changed, but I can't actually get back in if I leave the game. So if I leave the game, we're looking at a minimum of a restart. So I'm not going to do that until I know that there's a general problem or the admin team called a general thing. Because it might be fine. Like I said, this could be absolutely fine. Lucky 1987 with Alexandros. We see Laker and Hellpanda in front of them. Laker and Hellpanda are actually quite far away. They would look like they were a lot closer than they were. And actually, Laker and Hellpanda are across the street. So Mizzy doing some work there on the shore with that AKM. Sushman is partner as well. But well, whoever they damaged is long gone by the time I get there. Gabby Ghost inside this building. His partner, Assassin, knocked out outside the building. Oh, we see Mars Liars outside with that 4X. Didn't finish off Gabby Ghost's partner. Is Mars Liars going to move in? He doesn't look like he's too keen to move into that building. He knows there must be a res going on of some sort. Try and look through the window, see if you can see where the res is happening. While this is happening, Ghost has got the res off. So Gabby Ghost moves into that building. Oh, he takes some shots there. Does take a few shots from Mars Liars. Getting knocked out for the second time, and Mars Liars not letting him get res. Shooting straight through the door now as well. Ghost is really, really low. Doesn't look like Ghost actually has anything to heal with right now. From what I can see, it looks like he's just sort of, yeah, he's just in that sort of prayer position right now. He's praying that he doesn't come in. Mars Liars is going to push this though. Mars Liars by himself, really aggressively pushing into these two players. Will no, actually goes down to Gabby Ghost. They ended up trading through the iron bars of the window, and as always, or does tend to happen quite a lot, Ghost then having shots bouncing off the metal bars. Both players end up with shots bouncing off the metal bars. Tavas and Elas, oh no, looks like they went for the bike play. Would we have a bike? Yes, I thought there was a bike. So the bike picks up 2 kills in round 2. I wonder where the bike would be on the leaderboards if we did this bike kills. Customer trading with Nistra and Leica at the top here. Koa moving out. Nice little flank for Koa. Oh, the car gets blown up. Nistra going to go down. Looks like he's one shot away. Does go down. Koa and Rustimer picking up 2 kills there. Rustimer going to get rezzed by his teammate Koa, but the wing is coming in. He should have enough time to res himself up, though, and get the heals off. Hopefully, he should have enough time. Yaffe and Sloyer taking some shots as they go past these 2 players. Himka and his partner taking some shots at Sloyer and Yaffe. Yaffe just keeping on trucking at this point. The ring is quite far away. A lot of players are going to have to get across the bridge. No one's setting up the bridge siege yet. Eric Azas and his partner might be the closest people to setting up some sort of bridge siege right now, but no one else really has set up a full siege yet. The early players getting down to the water, immediately trying to get those boats and get across. Gabby Ghost by himself now. Just about survived that fight earlier through the window. Had no health to work with, so been quite relieved he actually won that fight, but equally lost his partner during it. Sloyer moving down towards the coastline now. Talks behind them. Talks just quite happy to drive his UAS. Yaffe moving down towards the coast down. Talks driving as well. So his Talks going to drive past. Looks like Talks might just be quite keen to drive past. Sloyer jumping into the water behind HS player and his teammate. But HS player and LS player jumping in. Notorious getting some damage done there. Mizzy getting knocked down. Sujman quite low as well. Notorious. We didn't really see much of Notorious and Vaca LT in game 1. We really didn't see much of these 2 fine players. So immediately getting that quite long range knockdown on Mizzy. Mizzy does get res. Mizzy does instantly drown though after the res. It's always the problem now when you res someone in the water. They will potentially immediately drown. So Sujman now by himself. Not really a save so far for Sujman and Mizzy both. Sujman got serious issues now. He's got Notorious and his teammate. And there's so much damage. He can hear the shots himself. He's just sort of hanging in the water, getting the loot he can from Mizzy himself, and he's going to try and make a move. What can he do here? I'm not really sure how many options he's got. If that boat blows, which it does, he's got very, very, very few options now, Sujman. He's got a blown up boat behind him. He's got a UAS behind him on the shore, but he's got Vaca LT and Notorious, and they don't really want to let up. Actually, saying that, they have left him alive. I thought they wouldn't leave him at all, but they are deciding that maybe it might be an idea to get the car. Does actually got the car and then carrying on the siege on Sujman. Sujman now, he's not got a lot of options. I mean, let's look at where he is. He could swim. His major option probably at the moment is that he could swim for the ring. He's actually looting Mizzy's bag still at this point, by the looks of it. So he's not quite happy with his loadout. He's not super happy with his loadout, so he's quite happy just to chill out in the water, but he doesn't have far to swim to get to the next ring. And if he looks, there is a boat in the distance there. So there is that option for Sujman. Notorious is determined to keep this little siege up on him, though. He just doesn't want to really let him get away. He doesn't want to give him any room to breathe. Sujman, though, is now being sensible. He's now swimming for it. Keeping an eye behind him to make sure that Vaca and Notorious aren't moving up behind him. He is now slowly moving towards the ring. 7 seconds till it comes in. We see Bam Essie. Looks like he might have lost. His teammate has, but he's on 2 kills, so doing quite well despite the loss of a teammate. And then all the players, all our major players now moving into the ring. Talks. Jumped out of his UAS. Looks like he's taken a couple of shots, or a shot at least to the dome there. Has got a broken helmet. Gabby Ghost. Only just inside the ring. Koa and Rustimer. Koa and Rustimer, same sort of thing we've seen from them in these 2 games now. Just lighting people up as they try and drive past. Melky really low. Melky taking a lot of damage from Koa there. But Melky and his partner do survive for now. So Koa and Rustimer out in the open there. Gabby goes for some reason camping in that hut in front. Not sure what his reasoning is there. Next time the ring moves, it is going to move across to military. It really isn't a game to camp, but maybe he knows more than I do. Maybe he's going to catch Rustimer out here. Rustimer moving directly for this. Rustimer has no idea Ghost is in here. Rustimer has absolutely no idea, but does just about survive. Now he needs Koa to follow up. Oh no, Rustimer's going to push out. Rustimer gets killed by Ghost. Well, actually gets knocked down, but then runs out of ammo. As Kobe went on top to say he doesn't. Rustamer. He just wasn't expecting Ghost to be in there. So obviously, I'm an idiot because Ghost is playing this game at some other level that I'm not. Picks up the kill, knocks down half of the team there. The complacency to run up to the door without really checking. And Ghost then does eventually go down to Koa, but not before Koa's teammate has been killed. We see Heimka, and his teammate who's got way too many letters in that name if he's expecting someone to be able to effectively say it on a cast. Melky and his teammate in the longhouses. Quite happy just Alexandros and Melky obviously just chill out there. Kazan 25 looking in this direction. Actually not looking at Himka and his partner. LA 137 just picks up a kill. A lot of players on the edge of this shore right now. Actually, I'm saying a lot of players. It's just Jinju and LA right now, but there will be a lot of players soon, I'm sure. Vaca LT and Notorious made it across. They got Disco Wolf in front of Yaffe getting the knockdown. It's against Yaffe's POV. Yaffe and Sloyer. Renkat is knocked down in front. Yaffe has got the health lead. Is jumping around. See the monk with the grenade. Yaffe trying to trade through those bars, and those bars once again do for someone else. Sloyer moving in. Sloyer moves in and around. Will probably get Renak down. He has been killed off. Sloyer outside again, jumping around. Monk is moving out and around. Sloyer doesn't see him. Monk is still moving around. Yaffe could go down here, but Monk actually taking a second to heal up by the looks of it. Is healing up. Will give Yaffe... Oh no, Yaffe's going to engage the res. Monk's going to get the kill. Monk gets the double kill while Sloyer and Yaffe engage the res. Monk slipped away, went round, got the heal up, was patient, popped his head round and then picked up the double kill. But unfortunately for him, he now has Awez in front of him, and Awez immediately, as he's looting, gets the 2-tap kill with the M16. So, we just lost 4 players in about 30 seconds there. Notorious got knocked out from falling. Oh. Will Vaca be able to res Notorious? Oh no, we're in the water again. Come on, Vaca, get to the surface. Looks like Notorious slipped down the side of the cliff face there and got knocked out. Claudino could be a complication here coming round in this boat. Vaca LT should be able to engage the res. We can hear some damage coming down behind us. Sujman finally goes down. Sujman had swum all that way. Look, Sujman had swum all that way, and eventually Tanky gets him down. Soul crushing. Claudino going past Vaca LT. Vaca LT trying to get some shots onto him. Arky getting the knockdown while this has been happening. Let's have a look at Clutch's POV. Clutch getting a knockdown. Lassam, MT, Arky and Clutch working together efficiently now. FCFNDT. His teammate has moved into that watchtower. Actually, no, he's moved behind the watchtower looking about it. He's just out in the open there. Arky just keeping his vision up on the car, not looking to do anything else really. They know he's got to bleed out. They know his partner needs to come and res him, but FCF, we're happy just to go to the UAS to chill out there. And while we're saying that, the big grenade from Arky comes in and takes the player out. Jinju and his partner move to the top of that hill whilst this has been happening. We can see War Naked and Deezer. Angry Hastu, Soku underneath. No one is sieged up on the bridge. Claudino just trying to find somewhere he can land that boat. But he can't find anywhere. There's nowhere for him to go really. There is just nowhere for Claudino to go. There really isn't. Erikazas taking some shots at him. Every time he thinks about stopping and slowing down, he just takes a whole load more shots onto the boat. Not himself, but the boat's taking a lot of damage whilst he drives around with it. Talks finally jumps into the river. Comedy and AXM not moving themselves yet. Easy trading with Melks on the shore. So Melky, 1987, trading with Easy. Looks like they're going for the res behind the rock. Melky just going outside of range. Alexandros does get the heal out. So Sleazy Cheesy and Kazan will get onto the shore, but immediately getting lit up a little bit by Alexandros, who's healed himself up now. So both players jump back into the water. Alexandros has not seen there's 2 more players up on his right there. We see Radist and Boba Boa. But no, so Boa it's to his right. Radist and him trying to establish themselves on this beach, but There's a lot of players behind them. There's a lot of players to the left of them. There's a lot of players to the right of them. There's only 2 little tiny rocks. Melky and Alexandros have moved up into the hut now. Looks like they're going for to grab that hut and will potentially keep hold of it. HS player and LS player still sort of dangling in the water. A lot of players just waiting to see what the water does. Kowo on the very edge of the blue there, not really looking to do anything. And immediately Radist taking some serious damage there from that mini of War Naked. We see the grenade. Primed grenade bounces off the outside of the building. Good thought. Doesn't really quite get the execution behind it though. A couple of grenades come in. None managed to actually sneak into the window there. So War Naked still in a pretty healthy position. Radist jumping up and over the top of that hill to try and find an angle. Obviously his helmet's going to be right in line of sight though. FCF getting a knockdown. Where was that knockdown from FCF? Oh, right up in the hills there by the looks of it. Let's have a look at it. FCF pretty low. Jinju trades him. Jinju gets the knockdown. Jinju going to get LE137 up. No one really around to contest it, so Jinju will get the res after killing off FCF NDT. I'm not sure if we've lost Arky. No, we haven't. Arky and his partner Clutch are still alive. Are they coming up this hill? Nope, looks like they might be going for the bike play. There's 48 seconds till the ring comes in next. Next ring is going to pop in a second. Cavalli drowned in the interim. Ellie and Jinju at the top of this hill. Arky and his partner at the bottom. Nobody sieged up the bridge in this game. There was not a single siege. So many players in the water. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. No, 16 players actually. I counted them twice. 16 players currently waiting out in the water. 16 players in the water. This is going to be a crazy, crazy finish. You see Alexandros in the distance getting knocked out. Steezy Cheese trying to trade. Has been knocked out in the wide open though. Karen 25 and his partner in this building. Melky moves inside. Melky going to take Alexandros out, I think. There's so much going on, it's almost impossible to see. Nympho 22 trying to trade with Hours now. Does get some shots onto Hours when he's out in the open. 2 more shots, 1 more shot, and Hours goes down. Hours finally gets to the sweetness of a bit of tree cover. But Nympho with the grenade, the instant grenade straight away. Bit long, doesn't quite do it. Despite grenades being the equivalent of nuclear missiles right now, doesn't quite get it on the first one. The second one, when Hours pushed back and round, does get the kill for Nympho. We see Melky and Alexandros. Alexandros is bleeding out in the same building with Melky. No, he is getting healed up slowly. Guinea Pessy and Nympho moving up over this hill. Alexandros can't really take... They can't take that fight right now. The ring has pushed people, but we've still got so many players in the water. Look at how many players we have in the water. Disco Wolf getting killed by Junju in the background there. Radist trading with Areki. Sorry, Arky. Bob goes down. Clutch gets knocked out. Arky will be able to res his partner, I think. I don't think Dizzer will contest this. Dizzer in the next building across. So Arky will get the res off on Clutch. Angry Husky moving around his buildings. We see Melky trying to trade again. Kowo getting the knockdown on Melky. Alexandros' partner is not really high enough health to start that fight. Solku, Angry Husky, Deezer, War Naked, LS player knocked out in the water. Will probably go down. HS player in the water with him. Comedy and AXM waited very, very, very late to move, but they have moved successfully. Alexandros has lost his partner. Skinny Pessy gets knocked out on top of this ridge. We have too many players and not enough ring is the problem. Nympho will get the res off from Skinny Pessy, but both players have to move. They have to haul ass to get to the ring. Arky full healed. Clutch full healed. And then we see Comedy and AXM making the ring, getting to the beach, but at a cost. Comedy losing half of his HP or more, like 3/4 a second it is. HS player trying to get the res off on his partner. LS player, AXM and Comedy. Do they see them? I'm not entirely sure. They're more concerned about making the ring right now. 38 seconds until the ring hits. AXM taking some damage. Not a huge amount. Few little shots. Few little friendly love taps there. Oh, but while this is happening, who pops up? But Kowo pops up behind Comedy and AXM, and there's just a smorgasbord of targets in front of Kowo. He doesn't really know where to look, but does get the kill on Talks. Himka and partner come out successfully from these sort of 4 players that landed in that exact same position. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players, 3 teams, all at these houses. Houses are half in, half out. AXDem and Comedy have moved up and around. Koa behind them. Koa still hasn't seen these players. Koa been by himself for a while now, so doing a really stellar job keeping his team in this game. There's still 19 players left alive, though. There's a long way to go with 19 players left in this game. Comedy out in the open. Comedy taking some damage from Alexandros. But actually, it's AXDem. AXDem and Comedy turn around and just nuclear missile Alexandros. Koa. Some damage done. Koa with the pan save. I heard a pan saving his life there. Koa trying to dodge and duck, doing what he can. Himyaka moves up and gets the safety, relative safety of the houses. Koa does as well. Comedy trading, gets Skinny Pessy down. Nympho moves over the top of the hill. AXDem moving up as well. Someone else dying while we're looking at some other fight. This is just the way to go. AXDem has a grenade loaded and good to go. It lands probably just a little bit too short. Nympho with his own grenade over the top of the hill. Another grenade. Many grenades. 3 grenades. It's like a war zone. Nympho 22 down and to the right there. Nympho 22. AXDem is right in front of him. AXDem doesn't see him, but he's right there. Nympho's right in front of them. They don't see him. They're just not seeing him. He's got an invisibility cloak on. Nympho does manage to sneak on, but oh my god, Comedy and AXDem have been totally ruined by him there. They have been totally ruined. There's nothing. Comedy has no health. It's 1 shot, and Jinju is not going to miss that many shots and does get the player down. He's sort of molded with that rock, which gave them all sorts of problems there. Koa are solo. He's been solo for so long, but he's still going. Clutch and Arky alive at the buildings down here. Deezer and War Naked, they've been here for a long time. They're going to have to move now, though. Everyone's going to have to move. There's 27 seconds. Arky with the close range KAR shots. Doesn't really care about the DPS he's giving up. They're going for those close range car shots. Clutch getting the knockdown on Deezer. Deezer knocked down inside the building. He's in the front room. War Naked trying to tease him to move back, but there's no time, guys. There is no time. The grenade comes in and he goes down. Koa finally goes down to Jinju even. Jinju and his partner on 8 kills. Arky getting that bike and leaving. Arky just, wow, he's out. He's gone. Actually, Arky and Clutch both on the same bike, but they've got to go past Jinju. Angry Husky trading. Solku goes down as soon as I get into his vision in typical style. We're now down to 5 players and I'm stuck in his vision. And I hate it so much when it does that. Okay, right. Arky, Clutch, moving up the hill. War Naked is going to die. There is no saving War Naked. So it's Arky against, and partner against Jinju and LA. Jinju and LA have been really good this game. Look at them on 9 kills. Arky and Clutch on 4. Clutch out in the open. Oh, there was a second he was out in the open there. Jinju took some shots moving directly towards him. I don't think he realizes that. He obviously does not realize that Arky's there. Arky still going for that car. Holding on to that car maybe a little bit too long in this game. These sort of close range engagements, you know, unless you are the king of aiming, I'm not sure about the car. Now Clutch is probably going to go down to these 2 players. He will go down. And Jinju and LA win game 2 with 11 kills between them. Arky and Clutch coming in a decent 2nd place with 4 kills between them. War Naked and Deezer with the 3rd and 1 kill. Tanky and Cavalli with 5 kills in 4th. Screpulous and Ericazas in 5th place with 2 kills. Angry Husky and Solku in 6th place with 1 kill. Koa and Rustama in 7th place with the 6 kills. Comedy and AXDem in 8th place with the 3 kills. Nympho and Skinny Pessy in 9th with the 3. Heimke, and I can't say that name, in 10th place with 1 kill. So that was round 2 of 3, guys. We are going to take a 5 to 7 minute break. We're going to put some music on and a intro screen, and we'll be back within 5 to 7 minutes to bring you round 3. So stay with us, go get a drink, go stretch your legs, take 5 minutes, and we'll be back with you very, very soon, guys. damage. He gets Schaefer down. He's knocked out himself. Absolutely torn to shreds. Can they get in the ring? Product pulls Voxic out the ship. He's pushing back around. He's going to catch him out in the open and he's going to go down.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds tournaments. Join us every Saturday. Proudly presented by XPULZ.
Sorry, a little bit of a technical hitch there. We're starting game 3 now, guys. We're going into it now. Hope you've enjoyed game 1 and game 2 so far. Lots of kills, lots of high kill teams finishing in that first position in game 1. Lots of high kill teams finishing in that first couple of positions in game 2. I couldn't tell you what it looks like going into game 3 right now in terms of where the movers and shakers are and who's gonna win or not, but we will find out over the course of the next 30 to 40 minutes, I'm sure. Loading in now. As this is the final game, I will say once again, if you are in the Twitch channel, please make sure you give it a follow. Make sure you get onto our Twitter, XPULZ_gaming, and drop that a follow as well. XPUBG on Twitter as well as that. We'll give you all of our separate channels and things like that. Make sure you get yourselves into our Discord. The XPUBG Discord is where all these things happen. All the magic happens through Discord. You can commentate, find friends in there who also play this game. You can get signed up to our tournaments. Well, I'm not getting signed up to the Discord, but certainly when you do sign up to one of our tournaments, it is always recommended to be in Discord to make things smoother and easier. And then as a final little pimp piece, please make sure you get signed up to the XPULZ website. That is how you can actually get into these tournaments. If you want to be in a game, if you want to get your game cast, then that is the way to do it. Our signups are opened up on a weekly basis, and you can get yourselves into this Saturday duo series that way. I believe we are also running a Sundays duo series as well, which allows you access to these games, but I won't say too much about that right now. So we are seconds away, 30 seconds away from starting round 3, and then we will know who our winners are shortly after that. Well, 30 minutes or so after that. Lots of high kill games so far today. Amazing number of players left at the end of that game. We were on quite late in that game. We had, what, 30 players still left alive at that stage in the game. Crazy back and forth for a duos game. 7 seconds till we're in. 7 seconds until the plane is loaded with all the movers and shakers, and then we get to find out what sort of looting ring we're going to have in this game. Everyone's in the plane and ready to go. Looks like we've got one player who's possibly crashed or bugged. Early access, folks. Early access. There is nothing we can do to help you with that. We have a pure bottom. We have a southern spawn. So the plane is going to skirt all the way along the south of the island. We have Primorsk, Ferryport, Military Power, Farm, and then obviously everything in military is quite gettable as well. Immediately we see players jumping out, going straight up and northwards. I would assume these players are probably going to go towards South Georgia, Paul. Maybe one or two might go towards Gatka. Some of the houses around here are particularly high value loot for some reason. Notorious, Vaca, LT. Taking no prisoners in this game. The Forza and Esports guys going directly for military in this game. We see FC, FENDT and LASMT moving down towards military with them as well. But that's all we've got. Kakuli and Tarojo moving down towards the shore farm area. Both players in this game. Last game, I think it was Tuojo ended up playing by himself by the looks of it, where there was a crash or early access stuff. I can't tell you, but they certainly did. We got a lot of players up this, moving towards this South Georgia Pool Hospital area. They've landed now. Rustamer getting himself a car. Kowo getting himself a car. Mizian Sujman there. Oh, and immediately Dornex getting the first kill of the game on OQ Gert Assassin 19. Gabby Ghost as well goes down to Dornex. So Dornex picking up that double kill right at the start of the game. His partner miles away from him, but he gets the double anyway. The beauty of landing and getting that AR before anyone else has any guns, getting yourself a nice quick 2-1 there, and ends those players for the day. Jameser and Fraser. Actually, Fraser did get in. He's in Pachinki with Yaffe and his partner. So we have got 4 players at Pachinki, but actually moving away in the US, deciding to go away. So Jameser and Fraser, probably a good choice. Jameser and Fraser both tooled up already with AR, so they're moving away from Pachinki at the start of this game. We have a military ending again, guys. The other side of military, it's going to end. And lots of damage. I see AXDem here, low health. I see Comedy, low health. Arky trying to go for the rundown, trying to Mad Max it up. Doesn't quite get the Mad Max done. Stops. Trying to go again. Comedy and AXDem trying to get away from this. Can't really get around the tree. Hasn't got the turning circle. Trying to go for AXDem. Not getting AXDem. Moving around. Trying to get Comedy. Not getting him either. Arky knows he's wasting time though at this point. But it looks like he's here by himself. Doesn't look like his teammate actually got into the game. So maybe trying to pick up some early kills. See if he can't get some points on the board. While this is happening, Comedy moving away. And then we have the complication of, it sounds like another car. Oh no, actually Clutch is here. He did, oh no, Clutch tried to go for the rock, but he doesn't get the rock. Clutch and Arky, what are they doing? They're in, they're all the way in here. Look at them, trying to get up that rock. He's almost up, AXM drops off the rock. Oh my God, the dancing around the rock. Both players on cars, they don't want to give it up. AXM is just looking at them and mocking them. While this is happening, his partner Comedy has gone all the way over there to get some loot. So Clutch and Arky moving away. AXDem survives on his rock. Like standing on a rock in the ocean amongst shark-infested waters. AXDem waits for the boat to move off. His teammate Comedy was actually quick enough to get away from that. Actually starting to get the loot going. Clutch and Arky now are slightly behind the curve because Anzati and Chessie and Anzati and Chessie in front have loot. Comedy already got some loot as well. AXDem now going to try and run around to Comedy. Jinju and LA are winners from last game. They're probably hearing all this going on and probably chuckling to themselves as they hear the mass cars driving around. LA and Jinju tooled up already. Vaca LT with the 2 kills. Oh, it looks like Vaca and Notorious. That military paying off for them. FC, FNDT and teammate die, and now Notorious and Vaca LT have the entire circle to themselves nearly. There is almost no one else in this. We see Kazan taking some shots at Bob and teammate. I don't think Bob is actually... Oh, sorry, Boa, Bob. Not taking any damage. Kukuli and Tuojo are quite close to the ring. Oh my goodness. There's also a drop, but it's a little bit far away from Notorious and Vaca LT. So I don't know if they'll actually go for this drop or not. It's just landing now. They might just be happy with the military loot they've got. I'm going to look what it is, though. Scrapulous just knocked out Yaffe with a crossbow. Car 98k, so not really the best. Erica's ass and Scrapulous. Scrapulous gets the kill on Yaffe, so Yaffe going down already. Sloyer, his partner, out the opener, taking some serious hits. Only got chest armor, got no head armor, got no partner to res him. Erica's ass. Oh, Scrapulous immediately follows up with a grenade. He's got a grenade in his hand. Is that going to be a good grenade? No, swaps to a shotgun. Slayer, not the greatest position, sneaks inside the house. He's getting flanked by both players at the same time. We see Clutch getting knocked out by Tessie. Slayer goes out, goes outside and ends up going down. Jeffress will be res by Erica's ass. Chest eye. Oh dear, gets Clutch down. So Clutch goes down in the end to chest eye. It looks like the damage was weirdly enough. Arky and Clutch going for that car play earlier in the game, trying desperately to get AX them down has ended up meaning they didn't get the loot they needed and ended up losing one of their teammates already in the game. So that time they spent in sort of futility trying to get the player down with those cars has ended up losing them, and they've lost the player at Tuojo and Kakuli moving up with the mini and M16. Let's look at what scoping we've got on the mini. Do we have scoping? We do. We've got the 4x ACOG on the mini. Kakuli and Tuojo end up quite well geared already at this stage in the game. I'm seeing a silenced M16 on his back as well, but Kakuli to take some shots. Wow. Not much of an angle to work with for JSRA. NSTRJA even. Has got that 8x on the scar though. That's how he got the vision. Jojo immediately blows his helmet off though, so Nistra sort of getting into cover there. Moving down inside the house, not really wanting to take any more fights, I wouldn't say at that point. Jojo Kakuri will go on trying to find... We now have some more people landing on military. So Bob and teammate are now on military. We have Polzovatel and too many letters in his name at military area as well, south of Novo. A lot of players are going to have a long way to go. We see more Naked and Deezer, Skinny Pessy. Always a lot of players in a very small area here. Skinny Pessy and Nympho on top of the bunker. Hellpanda and Dizzymoto inside the bunker. Will they come out this side of the bunker? This is the question now. Is this going to be a straightforward vision, we've come out the wrong side of the bunker loss, or will Hellpanda and Dizzymoto come out? Because obviously there are two exits. For anybody wondering, there's a bunker and there's an underground system here. So Hellpanda and Dizzymoto are in the underground system. Skinny Pessy and Nympho are covering the entrance. And what they're doing is they're covering the entrance obviously by the car. So they've seen that the buggy's there, with the idea that Hellpanda and his teammate will probably move back towards the buggy maybe. However, Hellpanda, in typical fashion, is going to come out of the other entrance at the other side. Is he? Or is he turned around? I felt like he was coming out this other exit now, but he's going back down towards Dizzymoto. They're both coming out the same entrance. So yeah, Dizzymoto and Hellpanda will be coming out the other entrance. So Skinny Pessy and Nympho are camping the wrong entrance there. They're hanging out at the wrong entrance. They've both got SMGs as well. Dizzymoto and Hellpanda are out in the open now. Well, they're going to move around for their buggy. Dizzymoto out in the open now. I'm not sure if he sees Skinny on top there. He doesn't see Skinny, but Hellpanda and Dizzymoto are moving totally away from this. So Skinny, Pessy, and Nympho are going to be here for a long time waiting. Like Scruffy the dog in Futurama, they're going to be here for quite a while. James O takes a bit of damage. Fraser, his partner. Screpulous knocked down. Screpulous bleeding out quite quickly. This must be Screpulous' second KO because he is bleeding out really quickly. Erica's ass with the 4x does some nice damage there. As he bought himself the time to get to Screpulous, he's going to bleed out here. I don't think there's anything in the world that can save Screpulous at this point. So Erica's ass is just going to have to chalk that one up to experience, I guess, and as his partner finally bleeds out. He's got James Orr in a world of trouble at the top of this hill. But Fraser has flanked all the way around while James Orr holds his position. Erica's ass up on top of this hill. Fraser to the left of him. James is still healing up on behind that rock. Fraser going to peek at this hill in a second. Fraser just looking for the peek. He does get the peek. Get some more shots on Erica's ass. Moving up and towards this building now. Is he going for the loot? Might be going for Erica's ass's partner's loot. He is actually going for the loot. Forcing Erica's ass out of position and then going for the loot. James are still holding that rock. Got the 2x there. Trying to do some damage to Erica's ass, but not getting much done for now for Jameser. Fraser getting the loot. Also trying to get position on Erica's ass. Trying to find an angle onto him. Going to go all the way to the top here, Fraser. Erica's ass is in a world of trouble right now. He does have armor. He is quite healthy, but he's got two players bearing down him, both of which seem to know where he is. Takes an... Oh, the headshot! And now it turns around because now Fraser has a decision to make. What does he do? Does he try and pursue this fight against Erica's ass? It's a 1v1. It's a straight shot. Winner takes all. Fraser against Erica's ass. Fraser at the top of the building. Has seen Erica's ass. Starts to shoot. Erica's ass doesn't take any damage. Ducks below the cover of the hill. Takes some shots from behind. Oh no, he's out in no man's land and he's taking shots from behind, but there is enough cover that he can move back down and potentially save himself being killed by Daglia. However, Fraser's going to get the time now, possibly to res his teammate. Erica's ass has had to move away. James will get resed by Fraser. So Dagnir and Glohar actually, in essence, saved Jameser there. Because that's moving in. The ring is pushing him. He's going to start taking damage. He has got energy on, so he will be able. He will take a little bit less damage. Jameser has to engage that heal really quickly. Because that's sees Fraser, takes some shots. Jameser's super low. He's trying to get his heal off. Does get some sort of bandage healing done there. Looks like James is in a world of trouble. He's only got bandage heals. He's outside the ring. The ring no longer messes around. The ring is no longer your friend in zone 1. He might well just about survive though. Fraser and James will probably survive this. Eric's has moved very far away. They don't really have to worry about Dagner, so they will survive this little back and forth. And Zati in the car doing some damage to someone. Not sure who. They've gone right down to the military power at this point. Ring is pushing hard. And they're outside the ring, both players. A lot of players outside the ring. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players outside the ring. We've got War Naked, 8, 9, 10, 11 players totally outside the ring at this point. Notorious and Vaka are still at military, are still looting military. They have had military to themselves for the entire game. Fraser died, so Fraser did die finally. Panicked. And his teammate Cavalli blowing up that car, getting the kill, getting the double kill there as they get the car explosion done. Are they going to go for the loot? The two players are downed by their exploded car. Looks like we have some loot there. Dornex getting the knockdown on Sujman. Dornex getting the kill on Sujman. Krelix, his partner as well. Mizzy again. Mizzy and Sujman every single round have ended up getting stuck in the water. Every time they've gone for that boat, they've lost the player. Sujman lost Mizzy in the last round, got stuck in the water for ages, tried to go for the super long swim and just didn't make it. Mizzy now has lost Sujman. Mizzy now has to make some tough decisions here. Tries to get in the boat, will probably get killed, but needs to do something. Maybe can do the long swim again like his partner. If he gets to around this area there, he will have natural cover. But what's he doing? He's at the back of the boat just wondering what's doing. Dornex and... Oh, Dornex's partner taking some shots there from Paul Zavatel. And his partner, whose name I cannot say because I don't think that's actually a name. A bit like that's just someone rubbing their face on the keyboard. So Paul Zavatel... Oh, getting blocked by the window. That looked like it was a good shot on Krelix there, but blocked by the window. Another one comes out, not connecting. Krelix lacking head armor as well, so that's an instant knockdown. A second anybody throws anything at his head, even a bubblegum will probably do it. Cavalli getting another kill while we've been looking here. So 3 kills to Tankit and Cavalli there. And as I look away and go somewhere else in the game, he gets knocked down. Dornex with the pan save gets the smoke out. Krelix will probably get... Oh no, Krelix takes a shot there from Paul Zavatel. Krelix is possibly going to go down here. He's been knocked out. No helmet. Goes down. Finally goes down to that KAR. Merciless execution. Bam, SESF moving past in the buggy. He's really not got many friendly places to go in the buggy. So exposed. Dornex... Or Domex even. I think he's saying Dornex. It's Domex. Now by himself. At the edge there. Mizzy did the long swim, as I said, and got himself out of the water, and now he's healing up. Bob, 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 bo, ba, bo, bo, bo. And Radist taking some shots of Bam, SESF. Bam, SESF has that UMP going straight for the hut and closing the door. Boba, boba, boa, boa. Jumps outside the building, gets his AKM out, decides to move back inside to the safety of his teammate. Tuojo and Kikuli for the crazy long-range shots on Ninja and Awes. Do not care. 4x scope across the water with the 4x scope. They know they've got that boat in front of them, so they're probably fine. Arki in front of us, just about making the ring now. Tuojo and Kikuli are considering their next move. They're still in the ring for now. They've got Skinny Petsy and Nympho22 moving up behind them. Notorious and his partner have got the entire military loot and a Groza for their troubles. Vaka LT with the Groza. The drops have been kind today, and Vaka LT picking up that Groza. So now they have full military gear and a Groza between them. So I'm expecting serious things of Vaka LT and Notorious in this game. Their loot has been glorious. outstanding amounts of loot for those two players. I am expecting much death and destruction from them as this game goes on. Tuojo and Kakuli still going down. They've given away their position to Skinny Pessy though, and his partner, who are now just sitting there with them in the scopes. Skinny Pessy taking a second to steady himself, sees Tuojo out in that hill. Tuojo does no idea that Skinny Pessy's there. Skinny Pessy just left him a little bit too long and didn't take any shots. Oh, Tuojo sees him. Tuojo does return some fire. So Pessy just left it too long, just had his finger off the trigger for a little bit too long there. Kakuli trading with Pessy. Nympho low health. Sorry, not low health. Has had some health taken off him. Kakuli is low health. Tuojo has had some health taken off him. So we're trading with minis at long range here. Mini versus AR. Skinny Pessy trying to go for a little bit of a lean, trying to get some shots on there. Not really getting anything though. Tuojo and Kakuli quite low, got energy on them, healing up. Nympho got energy on himself, healing up. The only person not healing on is Skinny Pessy, but I think that's why he's moving inside the building there to get some heals. While this is happening, Soku and teammate have landed in the water, the other side of this cliff area. Kakuli and Tuojo scanning around, trying to get something done. Tuojo looks like we've calmed down a little bit. Skinny Pessy out in the open. He knows where they are. We've got Fraser has gone down. Fraser goes down. James, his partner, trying to get something done. Renat in front. James trying to run for the ring. Not going to make it. His partner goes down. Cavalli and his teammate are still going. James picks up a kill behind there on Monk, who's just hanging around between the two players. However, Cavalli and Hanky have got position, have got both of them alive, have got a nice bit of cover. They both have to move though themselves, but they can't move right now. Renat K4 drops down into the water. Actually, does he die? He looks like he died or disconnected or something. Okay, Kakuli gets knocked out by Skinny Pessy. Skinny Pessy has got knocked down actually himself by Kakuli. And Kakuli got knocked down, I think, as well. So, knockdown for knockdown. Now it's Tuojo against Nympho in a 1v1 sort of situation. Tuojo getting the res off. On top of the hill there. Got the 2x. Nympho out in the open. Swaps over to the M16. Nympho still out in the open. Tuojo just not really going for it. He's out in the open. He's just going to go for it. Nympho has no helmet either. One shot. Actually, no, he does have a 2x. Ignore me. 2 times helmet. Tuojo might have done enough here. Nympho very low. Nympho really low. Nympho goes down to Tuojo. But Kakuli got knocked out again. Will engage the res. Will pick the loot up. They still have some time. So time is fine. Jamesor still outside this ring. Jamesor still outside this ring on this rock. Desperately peeking. Got the 8x on that. Oh, nice little chunk there. Cavalli getting chunked quite severely. Jamesor, he's not giving up. He's outside the ring. Hasn't got a lot of options. He's just heard the buggy's tire get blown in front of him there. Tankit and Cavalli quite happy just to sit back. They're in the ring. They've got positions. The ring is doing serious amounts of damage. Jamesor has to be healing himself all the time here to stay alive. Notorious gets a kill on guy's name I can't say. Notorious and Vakar LT with that Groza and all that military loot. They finally get themselves a kill. Koho picking up a kill on Mizzy. Mizzy was by himself in that water for a long time, but Koho makes no mistake about it and gets the kill. Koho and Rinama doing some work there. We see Alexandros is knocked out. Fortunately, my dog is very excited about this. Alexandros is knocked out in a bad position because he's got Jinju. I think he's saying Juju. Jinju in LA next to him, and he's just going to get executed here. His partner has said goodbye. I will try and get as high as I can in this game, but I can't come back and help you, buddy. Vakar LT and Notorious still at military. War Naked moving in. Chesty, Andy. We see all these people with Jamesor getting some kills there. Tankit and Cavalli going down to Jamesor while we were looking at that fight. Dornex gets his tire blown off and instantly killed by Rustenmar. Bob. Koho looking right at those guys. They've lost a wheel on the U as the smoke comes out. Koho and Rustenmar doing serious work again in this game. These guys are so active, so keen to take part in fights all the time. Radis gets out in the open. Shots don't quite connect for Rustamar. That 2x is unfortunately not the best with that gun at that range. However, Bob Boa. We see a bike turning up. Will they get away on the bike? Looks like they might get away on the bike. Koa going for that long range shot. He's got 2 rounds left on it. Goes for one more. He might get one more shot. Oh, they're moving too quickly. No, they do get away. The clutch bike play gets them, keeps them alive. And now they are kept alive on the basis of, purely on the basis of their clutch bike play there. Kazan knocked out in amongst the hills here. Sleazy, cheesy. Gonna get the res off though. And our Notorious with the 4x on the SKS. Vaca LT. Oh, even more crate loot. I think Vaca LT might be running a Groza and M24. It doesn't get more disgusting than that. You get all the military loot, then you get 2 drops land on your head as well. It just... What can you say at that point? Arky has crawled himself into the edge of the compound there. But Notorious and his partner don't even have to move very far. Vaca and Notorious moving out into the open. Angry Husky and Sulku moving down. Jamesaw still alive. That's like some sort of Lazarus thing there. I think Jamesaw might well end up going down. Vaca LT and Notorious moving out with bikes. This could be their undoing. They've got so much gear. Notorious has made a hash of that there. He's 2v1ing against Easy Cheesy. And no tier 3 armor or helmets are going to save you in a 2v1. Oh, it's just sad to see Kakuli gets Vaca LT down. Vaca LT had an M24 and a Groza and goes down on top of that bunker. Awes and Ninja underneath Kakuli absolutely lights him up with that mini. Tuojo Kakuli still going, still taking names. And unfortunately, Vaca LT and Notorious were not able to really pull off anything with that tier 3 military loot they got. Dagnir knocked out on the very edge of the ring. Glowhigh, his teammate, beckoning him across, but I can just hear shots from Egorka and his teammate coming into Dagnir. Dagnir will go down. Dagnir does go down. Egorka and Dobrenku. Glowhigh. Ooh. Trying to thread the needle a little bit there, but doesn't quite get the shots on Dobrenku. I can't say these names, guys. I'm sorry. Pioneer Crew has made it to military. Glowhigh trying to trade 2v1. Got the 8x on the M16, deciding to use the trees as cover, and actually realizes he's 4 seconds away from the ring coming in. The ring is going to do serious damage. Arky on Kakuli. Arky trying to go for it. Arky gets some shots, but takes some damage for his troubles there. Moves to the back of that building to just stay alive. Now it's anyone's game. Our winners from last game are still alive though, and both intact. Jinju and teammate Koho and Rustamar need a shout out as well, because they've been doing some serious work in this game. So it could go anywhere. We have multiple 2-man teams out. Bo still going, still in the cars. Oh no, this could be bad. They get out. They take some shots. Ellie goes almost down. Ellie is very low. Jinju is not in a great position here, but Ellie survives. No, does go down. Radis gets the knockdown. Jinju, what can he do? There's so much damage coming on him here. There's not much he can do. Our winners of last game, he's probably going to go down. He's 1 shot away from death. He's got the team in front of him. He's getting pinched from behind, and he goes down in the end to Kakuli from the hill. The furthest away players get them down. Koho and Rustamar at the top of this hill. Outside the ring, they've got Bob and Radist in front of them. We've got Kakuli and Tuojo are just very much going ham this game. These two guys, they've been in so many fights this game. They've been fighting their way through everything. Rustamar and Koho at the top of that hill. They've got a lot of work to do if they want to make this ring. Koho very low. Kazan 25 sees Kakuli and Tuojo not doing anything to them though. Sleazy Cheese again sees the players, not really engaging with them. Arky gets a double. Arky gets a double by himself. Arky really trying to pull it out the bag here. Tuojo getting quite low, taking some damage finally from those ghosts. Guys, Arky seeing the players there, seeing a little bit of a head and a leg. Does see Kakuli, takes a couple of shots. Kakuli and Tuojo very low. Both players have been knocked out at least once each. If they get knocked out again, it's going to be a really quick timer. Does Arky take the tires out? He doesn't. He's still trying to just get some shots done to Kakuli. Does get a few more shots. Kakuli has been knocked. Kakuli is on a very quick bleed out now. But Tuojo can engage the res quite quickly. They've got the natural cover of this hill, thankfully. Grenade comes in. It's a very long grenade, and it was quite short in its target. Awes and Ninja taking a lot of damage here at the end of this game. Awes and Ninja trying to use the cover of the ground in front of them. They will get to cover. They are going to be able to heal up, but they've got War Naked in front of them. War Naked and his partner. War Naked with that tier 3 helmet. Going to come over the top of this ridge in a second. Probably going to see Hours and Ninja before they see him. Ninja trying to desperately heal up. War Naked. Oh, if he goes to his right, he sees both the players and will get down. Domineku killing James, or James finally goes down. I'm surprised James will last as long as it. War Naked taking some damage from the players on the hill opposite. In fact, Kakuri getting another knockdown. Bob still going. Deezer gets knocked out by Koho. Koho is still going. Lost his teammate, but Koho is still in the game. Running for that ring. The ring is coming in 10 seconds. He has to move his arse. He will be. Kakuri very low at the top of this hill. He's got Kaizen and Sleazy Cheesy moving up and over the top. They're both rocking minis, both Kakuri and Tuojo at the moment, against ARs at close quarters. This could end badly. Kakuri immediately swaps out for his Scar, looking for those players. He knows they're up here somewhere, trying to flank around them. Kaizen moves up. Kaizen is crouching right in that area where they've been. Tuojo and Kaizen. Sleazy Cheesy gets Kakuri down. Tuojo then gets Sleazy Cheesy down. Kakuri has been knocked down at least twice. There is not much time to engage a res here. This could be it for Kakuri and Tuojo. They've been super active. They're on 10 kills between them, but he cannot res his teammate. Too many knockdowns. The accumulation of all those fights telling in the end there. So many fights over the course of this game that Tuojo and Kakuri have had to take that he just bled out. And I don't even know what to say, but Boa and Radist are still alive. I don't know how they're alive. They've been buzzing around on a bike for half of this game, and yet they're still up. Always trades with Anzetti, gets the knockdown. Chessie, his partner, is inside there. The grenade immediately comes in from Hours. Hours moves around, sees Chessie. Hours going for the big plays there. Hours moving around. Will he get Chessie down? He's got some rounds still in the mag. Does get him down. Ninja's partner moves up behind him. Hours and Ninja are going to take that position. While we're having a look, Arky with more solo kills. Arky picks up 2 more solo kills. Arky's going ham by himself. Arky's got him. There's 8 players left alive. We see a 2, 4, 6. So we've got 3 2-man teams and 2 solo players at the moment. Arky is in prime position. He is the only person currently sitting inside the ring. He's getting some loot. Tuojo has quite a bit of distance to go, probably the furthest of anyone. Ninja, Always have to go past Angry Husky and Solku inside this building. They also have the complication of Radist and Boa behind. It doesn't look like it's got any meds left though, but Ninja and Always do have meds. They're going to move up and past Husky's position now. They're not actually going inside the building, but Husky, there is no window there, so they're safe. Hours and Ninja moving up. Hours and Ninja will be our second players probably to hit the ring at this point. Solku and Angry Husky need to make a decision. It's 5 seconds left. Radist is out in the open. Radist taking some damage there. Radist getting knocked out by Arky. Arky with the long range. Whoa. Arky getting the kill there. Now Boa is by himself. Ninja now is moving into the ring. Solku and Angry Husky. These guys need to trade really to give Arky a chance. They are trading. Solku gets very low. Hours his teammate gets low. Husky gets knocked down. Ninja gets knocked down. It's Solku against Hours. Solku's inside the building. Solku has no health to work with. Tuojo's moving up and over this hill. Arky knows where Tuojo is. Solku dies outside the play zone. Hours is going to try and get the res off on Ninja. Arky's trying to trade with Tuojo. Unfortunately, we've got the 2 Soda players trading while the team reses up. Oh no. Arky's in a pinch. He's in the pinch position. Still trying to trade with Tuojo. Tuojo trying to peek. Trying to do something. Gets a grenade out. Grenade a bit too short there. Tuojo wants to keep himself in this game as long as he can, but Ninja and Awez in the interim have res themselves up, and now it's a 2v1v1 and there's smokes everywhere. Arky has been Arky has been healed up. Still got that tier 3 helmet, so he's still able to survive. A big shot. Arky moving down this hill towards Tuojo. Tuojo obviously out of meds. I would say Tuojo is about... I'm 90% sure Tuojo is out of meds at this point. He's fought with Kikuri so much in this game. Both players have been fighting and toiling all game. But it's just a war of attrition, and eventually you start to run out of meds. You start to run out of health. Your armor gets broken. And in the meantime, Ninja and Awez are full health. Ninja and Awez rocking that tier 3 combo. Oh, it's terrible. The 2-man team are all tier 3'd up. They're both healthy. They're both fully energy drinked. They've got the long range, they've got the mini, and they've got the car. Tuojo and Arky are trying to trade. Arky getting a couple more grenades out there. Does get the kill. Arky, can he do it again? He's in a 2v1 again. Can he do it? He's done several 2v1s. He's on 6 kills by himself. He has as many kills as Awes and Ninja. Can he do it by himself? He's looting. I'm not sure about that call. He goes for it. The grenades are coming in from Ninja. Ninja has a rough idea of where he is. The grenade goes a bit long. They picked the wrong position. The grenade actually fell down around the side. Arky actually flanked around these guys. He actually moved all the way around them while they were moving up the hill. It's a 2v1. I have never seen anyone win a 2v1 like this. Oh, can he do it? Awes moves over the top. He doesn't. Awes and Ninja securing game 3, but Arky, what a run. What a solo run, getting 6 kills. Awes and Ninja finishing first on 7. Arky and Clutch on in second with 6. Kakuli and Tuojo in third with 10 kills. 10 kills, third place. Solku and Husky in fourth with 0. Radist and Boa in fifth with 2 kills. Dobrenku and Ugoka in 6th with 2. And Zati and Chessie in 7th with 3. Kowo and Rustama in 8th with 3 kills. Kaizen 25 and Sleazy Cheese in a 9th place with 4 kills. Deezer and Warnerd coming in 10th with 0. So that is your top 10 for game 3. I don't know, guys, who has won overall. I can't give you that information. That will be posted on our Twitter, XPULZ_gaming and XPUBG. On the Discord, please make sure you get into Discord. I am the Stifler. Thank you very much for joining us on this Saturday. We know you have many options when it comes to PUBG and PUBG tournaments, and we thank you all for joining us. We will be back next week with more PUBG games. But apart from that, I'm going to sign off now and say thank you very much. And the results of this game will be posted up in those relevant places later on. But good night, and goodbye. He takes some damage. He gets Schaefer down. He's knocked out himself. Absolutely torn to shreds. Can they get in the ring? Product pulls Voxic out the ship. He's pushing back round. He's going to catch him out in the open and he's going to go down.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds tournaments. Join us every Saturday. Proudly presented by XPULZ.